The Midnight OJ Podcast. MidnightOJ.com.
You gotta do it in the water.
Go time. Oh, that's me. Excuse me.
Welcome back, everybody, to
Midnight OJ.
Midnight OJ. Hold on, we should do that together. 1, 2, 3. Midnight OJ. All right, no, that was gay.
Nope.
1, 2, 3. The Midnight OJ podcast.
No.
Come on, once. 1, 2, 3.
The
Midnight. Welcome back, everybody, to Midnight OJ, the Midnight OJ podcast, with your host, needless to say, Omar Joey. Wait, O before J, J before O. I don't know. That doesn't matter. Should I introduce you first?
Listen,
Alphabetical order.
just get your preparation H ready. Let's get started, all right?
Why preparation H? I mean, we're not even sponsored by
We're
those
going
guys.
deep.
Oh, that's what you use for,
That's it,
for
that's
going
what I
deep.
use.
I figured. It figures.
I'm exhausted, by the way.
Like Saturday morning. No, Saturday afternoon.
I went to bed at 5 in the morning.
But that's just it.
I was working on the website. By the way, it's midnightoj.com. If you'd like to visit that website.
www.midnightoj.com. Not the Midnight OJ. Yeah.
No, Midnight OJ.
The Midnight OJ podcast.
Nah, Midnight OJ podcast.
See, I think I like it better with the.
No, I don't like the duh.
We are sponsored to you by Joey'sArtGalleria.com.
Not Galleria, it's Gallery.
If you took a selfie,
Joey'sArtGallery.com. Thank you.
If you took a selfie with the Mona Lisa, he will make you the Mona Lisa because that's what he does.
Plagiarize it.
I like the equipment, Joe. I mean,
Thank you.
very, very nice choice. I'm coming through nice and clear for all of those.
Sounds good, right?
For those of you who don't have internet and cannot see our website or pictures of our setup, Joe has. I shouldn't have snickered. That was loud. My God. Can they hear? Can they hear this? Am I saying this loud? Okay. Joe has sponsored the show with some ridiculous equipment, and I'm talking ridiculous. Do not attempt to rob him. He is armed
I am.
and mildly dangerous.
That door is locked for your protection.
Yeah,
not
for
mine.
your protection and the dogs, because he's a pussy.
He's my alarm.
So what's up, man? How was your week? How was your Friday night? I'm a little wrecked myself.
My Friday night was all podcasts.
Yeah, I
Website.
don't know. You're delirious.
The week was actually the YouTube, the Twitter account. So we're getting there. What
is the Twitter and the we have an email too? What do we got?
Yeah,
Fill us in, Joe.
MidnightOJ@yahoo.com and also MidnightOJ@gmail.com.
Yahoo?
That's what you wanted. Yeah,
Yahoo.
we're doing Yahoo.
I mean,
yeah, we're doing Yahoo.
You got to be like the last member with the last members only jacket.
And
I mean, come on, man. Yahoo, didn't they just finish getting hacked and they were advising people or users to delete your account?
No, I didn't hear.
Run away from. Really, you're in the tech business, man. Come on, you serious?
I didn't hear about.
Delete the Yahoo account. I mean, do not go to the Yahoo.
I've had that since
Midnight
like
OJ.
1999.
See, that's the problem. You're the one letting all the hackers in, all the Russian hackers.
Welcome everyone back to Midnight OJ podcast.
The Midnight OJ podcast.
Midnight OJ.
No. You don't mess it with the Zohan.
It's already too late.
All right, hold on.
I'm not buying another fucking website.
Is your dog done farting?
I think he's done. You need fart sound effects.
Welcome back, everybody, to Midnight OJ podcast. The Midnight OJ podcast. Midnight OJ podcast.
www.midnightoj.com.
All right, you win. Hit us up on Twitter at MidnightOJ.
Midnight_OJ.
I will be your navigator through this disaster. To my right, my co-host and animator. Check us out on YouTube 2017. Joey Madison. Round of applause, everybody. Joey Madison.
Yeah.
Give it up.
So I don't know. For some reason, last night I was reminiscing about the Palladium days.
Oh my lord!
And the Bahama Mama days. Dude, I don't think there was one time that I went to Palladium
in that order. I mean, there's so many places in between that you.
Those were the ones we went to the most. And I mean, I don't recall one time going to Palladium without making out with some girl.
Oh, you really want to talk about that here?
It was wonderful. Well, my wife's downstairs, so don't worry. She don't listen to the show. It doesn't fucking matter.
She will now.
But that was great.
Do you have a prenup?
I don't, but I don't have money anyway, so it doesn't matter.
This is submissible in court. I mean, this is you gave your full consent. Palladium. Funny because I was in the Palladium building.
When?
A couple of years back.
It's dorms now. It's a college dorms, right?
It's more than dorms.
I was gonna say because that place was fucking huge. You
that's
can't just
putting
be
it
dorms.
simply. If you remember for those of you who don't know, the Palladium, it was a next theater in New York, and
Yes.
they got turned into a nightclub.
Yes,
because I guess 14th Street was not a good place for theaters. 42nd and up was better for theaters, apparently. But yeah, they weren't part of the district, so they were ostracized. They were forced to become a nightclub. And they kept some of the scenes and scenarios or scenery, backdrops, as they call them in theater,
yes.
right? And they would drop them down, and you were surrounded. Now, from what I understand, because this is coming from my dad in the 60s in the 70s, they would bring down the scenery, the backdrops, and you would be dancing essentially in the middle of the street of a street scene. If you could imagine, And a lot of fun. By the time the 90s came around, that none of that was existent. It was just the balcony overlooking.
Yeah. I recall
and
hanging out there. We were sitting down. It was me, myself. I believe it was Danilo, and also Phil. But Phil was sitting like 2 seats ahead of us, and he was rolling a joint. So he got caught, got kicked out. When he got kicked out, this is the funny part. When he got kicked out, like a half an hour to an hour later, he comes in, and I'm like, how the fuck did you get in? He goes, oh, I just went back online. I'm like, really? It was that easy?
Yeah. I got
But you had a fucking strip to get inside, though.
I
Shoes off, pants off. Let me grab your balls. I'm like, dude, what am I going to get fucking murdered in here? Come on. But we were going every week?
They wanted to stick a finger in your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's why I have hemorrhoids now.
This section of the Midnight OJ podcast is brought to you by Preparation H. Preparation H. For
all the swollen,
for all the soreness in your ass. Anyways, the wheels fell off of that real quick. I was the one who got thrown out with him.
Oh, was it you? Was it? Oh, so you were there? Holy shit!
And that particular occasion, yeah,
we were sitting. We were sitting on the seats, the theater. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
And we
so
got
that was
back
you,
in.
okay.
We had to pay. We had to pay again.
But how'd you get back in? You just went. You went straight online.
We were a couple of broke asses, but if you remember,
you went back online and just got in.
Right.
They didn't say anything.
But listen, they scanned. You're talking about a night in Palladium. They're talking about at least 1,500 people. That a bouncer sees. And between the in and outs, between the after parties, between the people that get there at 1 o'clock in the morning, you're talking about a hectic scene. But anyways. We had to pay again, and I don't know if you remember back then. We had the Freddie and I had ordered, because everything had to be ordered via the phone. Bear Jones passes, and they sent us
vouchers.
We became like Bear Jones promoters, right?
What the fuck?
And they sent us a sleeve. It was like a business card sleeve, but inside, business cards are thicker, so you get less of a count. They're all made out of paper.
Yep.
So we had like 3,000 of these flyers that we walked around with, at least 20, 25 of them with us, because one pass let you and 6 friends to 3 different nightclubs, and the nightclub was picked when you called the phone number on the pass, and they tell you, hey, this nightclub has this nightclub has that. Palladium happened to be one of those nightclubs, so that's how they allowed us back in. And I mean, they're not gonna remember, they got to do their job and make sure, because NYCPD is always lurking. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls.
we
Still haven't found your killer, but okay.
We
met
him at the Palladium.
Yeah, at the Palladium. I think, and if I'm not mistaken, you and your realm, or the cave should have a signed dollar bill. And I swear to God, you should have taken better care, because if you were not worthy, you realize that you are one of the few selected individuals that shook hands with Biggie Smalls at Palladium. Unreal.
When I was dating my wife at the time,
shame on you.
She was living with her
I
sister.
take back what I said about you being a good friend.
She was my wife. When I was dating my wife at the time, she was living with her sister, and I ended up moving. Well, I moved back in with my parents after living with my ex, and I had too much shit there. So I asked her if I could leave some stuff at her sister's.
yeah,
She had a lot of room in the garage, so I left it there.
There was also an instance where you had to escape.
A year and a half probably goes by. I'm looking. I grab all my shit. I'm looking for the dollar bill. I had it inside a frame. The frame was there. The dollar bill wasn't. I'm like, motherfucker, someone took it. Are you fucking
And probably
kidding
spent
me?
it without even knowing what the fuck.
Yep. Without it, and it was his signature and everything on it. So someone right now has that dollar bill and doesn't even know it's Biggie Smalls.
No, probably if you read it, because I think it said something like "Get money,
something
fuck
like that.
bitches,
Yeah.
B.I.G."
But
Notorious.
he was signing. I remember.
Rest in peace.
He was signing autographs for everyone. And
no. I don't remember him signing.
He was
for
signing
everybody,
autographs.
yeah, for all of us.
Mario caught him first, but he was signing autographs, and then he just stopped, and I just pat him on his belly. And I'm like, I go, Biggie, can you sign my dollar bill?
No.
And he signed. No, I pat him on his belly. I swear to God.
It wasn't
and
that
then
he stopped. No, he was giving pounds to everybody. So every one of us.
You know how impatient I am,
got
right?
a pound, right?
You know how impatient I am, right? So
Joe
I got to
left-
pat him on his belly. Yeah, I was left out.
Joe was left to the end, and then just as Joe put his hand up to give Biggie Smalls a pound, Biggie Smalls went and wrapped his arms around these two bodacious blondes.
Yes. I remember
and just,
that.
Was like, so then Joe, in transition of the pound that never would be received by Biggie Smalls,
I hit his belly.
He pats his back.
Can you sign my dollar bill, Biggie, please? Oh, that was great.
He said, "Nope, you are white, my friend."
That was great.
Peace out to my Latino homies.
I'm glad I got to meet him. One of the best rappers out there.
No, that place, we left some good memories in that place, man. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I mean, besides getting thrown out, we danced a lot. We shook our asses a lot.
Yeah.
We drank a lot.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of debauchery
Yeah. I loved it.
and mayhem going on.
But there was another club I think we went to. I don't know if you want to call it a club, probably bar. We went to more than Palladium. Was Bahamamas. We had a lot of fun there. That was like a fucking Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights.
To me, Bahama
Every
Mamas,
week we were there for like 3 days a week.
Bahama Mamas was a stop. I mean, Hoboken is essentially a series.
Well, our stop was from like 8 till fucking 2 in the morning.
A series of like blurry stops.
Shout out to DJ Taz.
Oh my god! I hope he's not listening. He might be. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know what he's up to these days. But last time I saw him, actually, he was DJing. But he's got his own thing now.
I remember the last time I saw him was years ago. But he went from Bahama Mamas to 10th and Willow.
He was
that
just
bar in 10th and Willow.
From what I understood, he was.
That's when we started going there too.
They were paying him to just come around and MC.
Oh, okay.
They're like, we got somebody to do the DJ. That's easy now.
So
It's all digital now.
Well,
they just press a bunch of buttons and everything mixes together.
He was a great MC.
But come in and let us use your howling voice. That guy just has some pipes, man. I love his voice. Shout out to Taz.
Always meeting famous people, because I remember meeting Derek Coleman, the ex Nets player at Bahama Mamas. I was wasted though.
Who?
Derek Coleman. He was a player for the Nets.
Was he good?
Yeah, he was good. He was popular, very popular. Yep.
No, I know he was popular, but was he good?
No, he was good. Yeah, no, he was good.
Joe sporting the Brooklyn Nets gear. Shout out to
Bogdanovic, baby,
to
the Croatian
Nets.
sensation.
So you essentially moved on with the boat, because I mean you're in New Jersey. They were the New Jersey Nets.
I'm
you weren't
now.
mad that you're Brooklyn. You're a
I'm
hipster.
I'm Brooklyn, baby. I'm Biggie Smalls, Brooklyn.
You do look like a hipster doofus. I will say that. You have more wooden jewelry than a pirate on Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know, man.
I remember someone telling me I'm a 90210 gangster. I look like I look like Dylan back in the 90s with that little wavy hair. A 90210 gangster.
Minus the wavy hair.
Yeah, exactly.
90210 gangster. That's good.
So what else is on your cue cards?
I want to talk about the NBA. and I want to say,
you always say it's
I'm gonna
fixed,
go.
right?
I'm gonna go out on the limb.
Here we go. It's fixed.
Here we go. No, hey, you're the one wearing the Brooklyn gear and shouting Brooklyn, and you live in New Jersey. But anyways, I put some money for the first time, and I had said this to my wife.
You gambled?
Funny enough, no. Check this out, right? Watching the Jets, was the 49ers the other day, right?
Yeah.
We tried video calling you. We video called Mike, my dad, and me from my house.
You did. You videoed me.
Yeah, I tried, but you wouldn't answer, you bastard.
No, fuck that. No.
You didn't want to ruin your
I didn't want to ruin my
streak
victory.
or something. Yeah,
my victory. By the way, they're playing tonight.
I know.
So I got the Devils at 7 and Jets, I believe 8:30.
I don't know what the score was at the half. But either way,
they were losing. I think it was like 14-0, 14-3, something like that.
This being the Losers Bowl, my dad brought over a pizza from Grimaldi's. He just got off of work in Hoboken. He took it to my house. We sat down. We opened up a couple bottles of wine. We're watching the game, essentially wishing that this game, for whatever reason, the other person would win. So I was wishing for the Jets to win. He was wishing for the 49ers to win.
Draft choice.
Right. So
but
best position.
But you see,
either way,
I would say that I would root against them, but there's a new quarterback in there, so I want to see him do good, and I want his record to be a winning record. So Bryce Petty, shout out to him.
I'm sure it did wonders for his.
It's his second year. It's his second year in the league. I want to see him do good. So if he beats Miami tonight, Miami's in the playoffs right now. I believe as a wild card. If he beats Miami tonight at Miami
with no Tannehill,
we're solid. I think we're pretty good.
This is what was I saying before you rudely interrupted me?
Well, you had a couple bottles of wine with your dad.
Couple bottles of wine.
You were rooting for the Jets. He was rooting for the Niners.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Halfway, I don't know what the score was at the half. I call it. I turn to him and I say, "You're gonna win this in overtime."
Oh, really?
And he could not believe at the end that's what happened. Exactly.
Nice.
So I said that evening, I said, baby, I want to try to put some money down on something. I think I'm onto something here. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
I just felt it. So my boy put me onto some new place and put $20 down. I went with his picks. Went basketball. Right? It was we hit 4 games. I mean, the Knicks was one of them, but they lost anyways. But the first one on that ticket, the first game was Warriors Pelicans.
How many?
New Orleans.
How many games did you have to choose?
4.
Pick.
We went with 4, but 3 of them were professional. One of them was college for some reason. Though? But either way, no. But fine. But here's the bitch. We picked
the pitch or the bitch.
Both. We picked the Warriors to be up by 7 at the half. Mm-hmm. That was the bet.
Mm-hmm.
The Pelicans were up by 7 at the half. And the Warriors end up winning the game anyways. And I watched. There's some, there's the highlights, the stuff that actually gets out. But it's the stuff in between, the dumb passes to no one or the missed passes that it's like almost too obvious, man. And I play street, barely. I play in a senior citizen league practically.
You say when you go
by
against your father?
By the way, we're 19-1. I'm 19-1. Come and get some.
Did you like that hoodie that I tagged you on Facebook?
That was hot.
That was for your dad. That's for your dad. You got to get that for him.
It's totally fixed. I mean, it has to be. There was just some.
You've been saying this for a couple of years.
Yeah, and probably Vegas is going to have me off the minute this thing goes on air, but I don't care. I really don't care. I'm going out on the limb. It's fixed. It has to be.
So obviously you lost.
I lost, and I'm a sore loser. That's really what the problem is.
Did you win any of the games?
No. The Knicks lost also. So
I lost all 4 games.
Yeah, no. I think the college game, and there was one more game. I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Do you follow anyone? Do you have a team?
Not really.
If you had to choose a team, it would probably be the Knicks.
I like LeBron, but yeah, I like Melo, and I like what's happening in New York right now.
Okay.
Ever since Mike Woodson, which I don't know why they let him go. I like Mike Woodson. He got him 51 wins. That was the last time we saw a winning season.
That's probably my least favorite sport. It's between that and baseball. Yeah, my favorite
exciting.
sport. No, excitement is when people are fucking hitting each
this
other.
This is 4K, right? We're looking at a 4K screen here.
No, listen.
You put it on, son.
Yes, I watch the games. I watch the Nets. Excitement is when people are hitting each other. My favorite sport's football, number 1. And 2 would be hockey.
You're so. Oh my goodness.
I love hockey and football. You need contact.
Contact.
Everybody loves baseball. What are you doing? It's like golf.
No,
You're just
nobody likes
pitching the
baseball
ball.
anymore. That's the problem. Everybody hates baseball.
I thought that was
now.
America's sport. Or is that football now?
No, America's sport is the Kardashians.
Oh, get
And
out of
they're
here,
not even good
please.
at that.
What's going on with fucking Keanu, whatever fuck his name is, West?
Keanu who?
With Donald Trump. The Kardashians.
The new Kardashians. What's going on? No, did you see the presidential his presidential address the other day with Barack Obama?
I didn't, no.
Where he said 37% of registered Republicans are okay with Putin.
No, I missed it.
No, you didn't see it?
No.
What type of American are you, man? What the?
I told you, I'm not into politics. I'm a sports American. I'm a spiritual American.
The sports American. Yeah, that about pretty much sums it up. No, America's pastime is mall hopping, dude. I mean, it could be any time. No,
my wife mall hops. Stop it.
Still,
That's for
exactly. No. And if you had the chance, this
mall hopping.
Listen,
I
this
go
was
on
a Chick-fil-A.
I get all my shit on eBay. I don't leave the house.
All your memorabilia is from eBay.
Oh,
I'm
eBay.
so
Everything's
sorry.
eBay.
I'm so sorry.
All the fake signatures are from eBay.
I could have saved you so much more money.
I know. You could have autographed it yourself.
I actually picked up a Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez figurines set on Letgo. Letgo is my new fascination, man. That and the marketplace on Facebook.
It's that good, huh, Letgo?
Oh, dude. I mean,
but it's all used stuff. It's not. None of it's brand new, right?
it doesn't matter. I paid $50.
No,
the other day.
it's just a question. It's not like eBay where some things are new. This is all used stuff, right?
$50. And what I realized now, having kids the other day from this girl on Facebook in West New York, I'm no longer buying new stuff. I mean, they grow out of it too fast. You wash it 3 times, it's done.
It's a waste of money.
So essentially, I learned that you got to buy kids' clothes by the pound. And I figured this lady had at least like 30 pounds worth of clothes. She had pants and little track suits and everything for Logan. And I figured, okay, let me jump on. My wife jumped on it. She was like, go pick this up right here. Boom. Picked up a $10 pair of snow boots.
Now
fraction of the price, brand new with tags.
When you pick up clothing, your first stop is the cleaners, right? Or you just
Oh no, we wash it.
Oh, okay,
what the
okay.
fuck? Yeah, I mean, I do the laundry. It's not hard. But yeah, hell yeah, it had its own load. That's how much clothes we picked up. Son, jackets,
you said
coats,
boots,
snow boots.
What if
with
the person
tags on
has
them?
like athlete's foot?
With
How
tags?
the fuck do you?
They're kids' boots, dude. A kid with athlete's foot. I mean, what the
You've
fuck?
never heard of that? Stop
No,
it.
man. I mean, maybe. Shout out to the little kids with athlete's foot, man. You gotta fuck this up. Holy shit. All right. That took it.
Is your head spinning yet? I'm surprised you're talking to me this long. Usually
We're
it
on
takes like a couple minutes before someone's head starts spinning when I'm talking to him. The fuck are you talking about, Joey? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get the fuck
Go
out
about
of
your
here.
business,
Get
please.
out. So
So what'd you think of the jet ski, the suite?
The suite was insane, man, and I wanted to thank you for inviting me.
No problem.
I know. I give you a hard time. The ticket said $60. You made me pay $80.
Oh, stop!
And there was like plus there was tax, but don't worry about. And then had the balls to.
It was actually more than 80. So.
Then had the balls to take me to the gift shop and show me a $400 Jets jersey. Who was paying $400 for a Jets jersey, man?
Wasn't it more than that?
I don't. 370 something, and even that was ridiculous.
No, it was more. It was 500.
Oh, it was close. Oh, okay, so it was like 4 and change.
It was crazy.
How? Who pays for that? What insane
people.
fan walks into the stadium and drops $400?
The rich people we were hanging out with in the suite. That's who pays.
None of those guys. None of those guys. They all have export business in China. They don't need none of that shit. All registered Republicans.
So you liked it, huh?
Oh, I thought it was great, man. It was insane. The swag was sweet. I know you guys padded your pockets the last time, so I was a little envious. So I went ahead and kind of did the same and padded my pockets. I walked out with about 4 hats.
Stop.
My kids, my daughter has a pink one. She's not even a Jet fan. They're all 49er fans. They know it. It's in the will.
They're becoming Jets fans now.
No.
You're gonna be disappointed.
My son's got the green one. I gave my dad the one with the little furry ball on top. So
Oh, okay.
He was ecstatic about that. It was baldness.
What about the one with the dreadlocks one?
I kept that.
Oh, that's yours?
That one was the cool one. I wore it the whole night, so that's all.
Because I didn't wear my page. I didn't wear mine at all. So if you want it, I'll give it to you. You can give them.
No,
both of them to your kids,
no. See,
you greedy bastard.
We own. No, I put mine away. I mean, eventually, when they grow older, and if they decide to be a Jet fan, I mean, it's gonna be their decision, anyways. But I will have to disown them. I'm sorry. It's just the way we go. This is a 49er household. But now I put it away. But now we own a small dog, Joe. And if you own a small dog and you have small children, anything that dangles off of them becomes chewable.
If you compare your dog to mine, I have 10 small dogs then.
Well,
he's about 80 pounds.
Mine's about 40.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, small.
40? No, he's not 40 pounds.
No?
That dog's not 40
Maybe
pounds.
20 pounds. I don't know.
About 20, yeah. He's
honestly,
about 20.
with the amount of socks he probably has in his stomach right now. Because and it's funny because he'll swallow one, right? Like he sees you. It's like that when you catch the fat kid eating a piece of cake, that he stuffs his face with the rest of it before you can stop him.
Yeah.
That's what he does. So he'll look at you and then he'll put his mouth and he'll just suck it like fucking spaghetti, right? And I'm like, you motherfucker! And I reach in and he's biting me
doesn't he shit it out?
2-3 days go by and suddenly he'll get into his hack attack. And out comes a semi-processed
sock,
child-sized sock, and it is the most vile thing. If I can spend a week or a couple of days in a dog's stomach, it'll be epic just to see what the fuck goes on, the destruction.
Oh, look at this G.I. Joe guy.
Oh my!
He be playing with toys in there.
I mean, that's just what we see him eat. Because I come home and there's shreds of paper. Like I said, we have small kids, and if you have small children and they're bugging you about a dog, do not get it. Do not get the dog. Have another child. That's really what your wife really wants. Just have another child. So the suite was insane. Enough about the fucking dogs and swallowing socks. The suite was insane. But I came to a point where I think I fell asleep and nobody noticed. As crowded as it was, and I don't think I was talking to you about this to you earlier. No one noticed. No one apparently seemed to know.
We started drinking at what, 12?
12.
We started with what?
Yeah.
Basil Hayden.
Who?
Basil Hayden.
Gesundheit.
I have some now. You want?
No. It's hot as balls, man. It's hot as balls in here, man. You crazy?
No, I have the other window open.
It wouldn't have the same effect. This warm beer, it'd do just fine. Cerveza Modelo Especial.
Cheers.
I sat down. I said to myself, well, we were drinking from 12:30, but I mean, the game started at 4. Like, what did you think was going to happen for 4 hours? And then the Uber left us on the other side of the parking lot.
We had to walk like what, 2-3 miles?
Not practically from East Rutherford. The Uber was like, no, me no go beyond.
Yeah, exactly. Exited East Rutherford. That's it. You leave.
It's like Consuelo from Family
Guy. Get the fuck
out. No, I'm sorry. No.
And I tipped 100%.
You and your over fucking tipping.
That's what happens when I get drunk.
That might be a disease, man. You probably like ruin her day.
When I was coming home from work yesterday, I saw a homeless person digging up pizza in a garbage can. So I went back and I decided to give him $5.
That's it? And you gave the Uber driver like $20, you douchebag? You needed to, essentially, at your rate, you needed to give that poor guy $1,000 and your watch.
True. Here's my pants, and let me just go home fucking naked.
And all your Buddha jewelry.
I give what I can at that time, at that moment.
What you feel, right? What you feel in your pocket.
No, whatever I have in my pocket. Yeah,
douche. You're such a douche.
I only have $15 in my pocket.
I hate people like you, man. You probably listen. That poor woman was probably under already the impression that she had to put in a certain amount of hours to get to a certain amount of dollars for the day and call it a day. You gave her $20 fucking.
That's it. She went home after that.
Right, but then the next day she gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna look for that crazy white boy again," and you ain't gonna be around, son. No, the majority of them don't tip. They don't tip, bro. Not like you, douche. All that money probably just evened her out.
Don't you drive Uber every once in a while?
Yeah, no, that's why I know. That's how I know.
What was the biggest tip you ever had?
$5 maybe, and that was after like 3 or 4 trips of just no tips.
Jesus.
And not even a thank you. It was just like, all right, bye.
So now, didn't tip used to be included? I could have sworn tip used to be included, and now they changed that.
No. I don't think it's included.
I never used to. Well, every once in a while I would tip Uber because I heard that it was included in your ride.
And $2 or $3 is fine because the ride is so cheap. It's a percentage of the ride.
Well, it depends.
It
depends when you click on to get Uber, because sometimes it's 2 times, 3 times the cost on a Friday night or Saturday night on the weekend night. Here he goes, Lionel Richie, ladies and gentlemen.
This is fucking awesome, this microphone, dude. I don't even, in real life, I don't even sound this good.
I actually love my voice.
Yeah, no, I'm not minding it at all. I'm going to make sweet love to all your lady fans. Oh, yeah. Radio edit. Fuck it. So back to the game, because we keep getting diverted, man.
Yes,
not that all of this is not good, but we'll get to all of that. I sit down. TV's a little bright. There's a crowd of people now where there was a row of chairs where essentially the whole row was empty, but the people were essentially now filled in. There was 1 chair left. I sat down. There was a drink in my hand. And I remember saying to myself, I'm going to rest my eyes, close them, see what happens, give it a minute. Because I was a little tipsy, a lot of Brady Punch and the awesome salmon burgers, salmon cheese. No, I don't even know what the fuck they were, but they were delicious. Sat down, closed my eyes. Somebody came in. I think it might have been your cousin if it wasn't you.
No, I didn't realize you fell asleep.
Swooped in, was like, yo, come on, let's go. And I got up. It started moving, and then
what happened after? Is that when we were leaving, or
no? This was I would have to say halfway through the game, right before halftime.
The game was that boring, huh?
Yeah, no, I can't even tell you who the fuck won, man. It was just a blur.
The Patriots won
of just Brady punches and salmon burgers.
I was excited at the beginning though. They were up 10-0. I actually thought the Jets were going to beat them.
Joe, you get excited at the beginning.
I know.
God bless your heart. You're such a good fan. They don't deserve you, Joe. That organization. I'm gonna talk to the big man and tell him to just release you of their mental fucking power, bro. Because you're devoted, man. I mean, that's just with anything you do, not just the Jets. The Jets just so happen to be the long-standing thing, latest insanity,
and only a tattoo on my arm.
Right? Right. That goes skin 3 layers deep into epidermis. You have more wooden beads than the Dalai fucking Lama. I don't know what to make of you, man, but that's just it. They don't deserve you. A winning organization deserves a fan like yourself. I'm going to go out on the limb and say, because I say it all the time, you don't get enough credit. You need to switch over, man. The 49ers right now are taking applications while the bandwagon, while they're not on the bandwagon, they're just as bad as the Jets. So, I mean, you make that shift, it's only a matter of a couple of years. The Jets, I don't see it happening, man.
I can't give up on the Jets. It's been 31 years.
Joe,
I endure the suffering.
Joe, the Jets gave up on you.
I don't think so.
So anyways, I stand up, and I remember now my arms have sort of like cup memory. And I'm standing like I'm holding a cup, but there is no cup in my hand. And that's when I realized I had a cup before I closed my eyes in my hand. And then I turned back, and under the chair, there was this huge puddle of alcohol.
What did you do?
Just embarrassing. And I didn't know if somebody might have said something.
I got to treat you like my dog now. What did you do?
Keep me outside, man. Keep me outside. I mean, I didn't even get to see or feel what the seats felt like outside. We needed to be sitting out there before, the other fans that came to see the game told us to move our huge asses out of the.
We weren't even in the seats.
I know. I stood the whole time. My back was.
So how the hell were we in the way
that evening, man?
How the hell were we in the way,
bro?
We were in the seats.
We have our own hemispheres.
It was an alley.
We're as big as refrigerators.
No. We moved.
We're like small refrigerators.
We moved out of respect. We're not going to start anything.
We're like 2 college refrigerators stacked up one on top of the other. We don't really work too well, but we serve a purpose. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Midnight OJ podcast. Visit our website at www.midnightoj.com. Hit us up on Twitter, midnight_OJ. And in the infamous words of Kaiser Willem, give me a woman who loves beer, and I shall conquer the world. Until next time.
classic.